again for that opportunity, not only just the first one, but carrying you through for all the editions. So let's talk a little bit about the latest edition. We say it's the fourth edition, right?
Yeah, this is the fourth edition. We here. Um, we done made it to four. Four is a significant number.
Yeah.
This is the third one in this year, so that means something too because we started last year. We just did one publication last year, so we already made history by doing three in this year.
That's huge.
And this one is different because um, it's a female on the cover of this edition, and it's the biggest magazine edition that we had as well.
Female on the cover of the fourth edition. Yes. That is breakthrough for real.
Absolutely. It's a blessing. She's a powerhouse, an awesome woman.
Shout her out.
Yeah, Ebony Lagan. She has three different businesses, and they all very impactful and full of love and care. I can tell by the business lane that she's in, the type of person and the kind of heart that she has. So for her to be on the cover of the magazine, it really means something to me. I try to dive into whoever is in my magazine to really get to know them, so I can be able to pour into them the right way and strategically market them as well. And she made it very easy by being somebody that's just like me with a big heart and love to help others. So shout out to Ebony Lagan.
Shout out to Ebony.
Compassionate Senior Care, Blue Ribbon Residential, and Sunflower. I'm close.
Listen,
she the bomb.
He knows what he's doing, and it's funny because if you know Nikki, I got the chance to know Nikki is picky about his business. So if you're in any of the magazines, best believe it was a well thought out idea.
Absolutely.
And you were well strategically placed in there. And so, kudos to everyone who made it in every single edition. I'm really excited to see how the fourth edition unfolds. Is there anything coming up for it? I mean, I know, but I want them to know.
Yes, absolutely. Every edition we have a ceremony to celebrate, congratulate, and connect everybody that's in the magazine. So it's a red carpet, elevated networking experience where we highlight those that's in the magazine and kind of just like red carpet service, enjoying ourselves in a beautiful way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yes.
So that the ceremony for this edition will be September 28th at Martin University.
Martin University.
Black-owned college.
I'm sorry, I gotta.
Black-owned college.
That's so big. That's
another
so big.
history in the making. Another thing that we have done to make history. So I truly appreciate that. Want to commend my team. You are outstanding. A-Marque did all the covers to each edition of the magazine. So it's just get better and better as we go along. So this edition 2 right there.
Edition 2. Shout out to Kendall.
I bought this one for the Arts Theater.
Who's that on the front? Who's that? Number 3, right?
This is number 3 right here, and this is my boy Joshua Humphrey.
Yeah. Shout out to you.
Yeah, he the bomb. And then we had a special edition as well. With the whole team on the front of the magazine.
This one was so dope. I love this idea.
So the magazine is it's my heart and soul. It's everything for me.
Yeah.
It gave me a way to really tell my son's story. And really, each edition he has the last page in the magazine.
Yeah.
So every edition it'll be a little bit more about him, that situation, so y'all can know, and I can bring some more awareness to the disease that I lost him to.
Yes, please do. I love that you integrate your testimony and parts of yourself in everything that you do, right? We talking about your magazine. Again, the 28th, Sunday. Like, we have the debut coming up, the ceremony. It's going to be beautiful, again, at Martin University. That's a huge breakthrough. Just to see this grow. I mean, honestly, as much as I'm included, I'm also a bystander, like a supporter and a fan, looking at everything from the outside, looking into. And, you give me a lot of motivation when I see you do what you do as a black man in this generation. And for you to have a team, I know, like, again, I keep going back because it's so important. Yeah, you have a team, but you are the top, the leader of your team, and that can be a lot, but you get it done. You really get it done. So you guys go support this man's page when it comes to the magazines. You do have a page, Instagram page for the magazines. Where can they find that at?
Yes, we got the Instagram page as well as Facebook and YouTube where you can stay tuned to everything. We have the website being built right now, so that'll be coming soon. But Butter Magazine on everything.
Yes.
And if you want to inquire about being in the magazine, you can email me as well directly at buttermag@gmail.com. Yeah, it's real simple. It's a process. We just really sit down and have a conversation with you and try to see how we're going to align with what the edition is that we have up and coming. I want to shout out to the team. A-Marque has been, a big time help with designing each cover. She has a special touch like no other. She's really good with the details and finding out what the person is and tailoring the cover to that person. And I love that. That's why I haven't changed or went nowhere else when it comes to covers. My whole team, I want to shout out my whole team.
Yes.
The whole team is incredible.
Butter team's amazing.
Everybody on the team is bosses, and so that's what makes our team so strong and impactful because all of them are in their own lane and they leaders for their own team as well.
Right.
And so I'm amazing. They on my team. We team up and we just continue just to do great things. So I want to shout out Felicia Nance, Portia Young, Cheyenne Johnson, Shy Bella,
Big Shy,
Peachy, London Rose, Ella Marlowe, Big Keith, Say I Sierra, Red Cup Shawty, all our photographers, and anybody that's a part of the team that just helps, shares, and just with us. I truly appreciate you. Couldn't be here at the level or on Butter Magazine floor without you guys. And it's truly a blessing to be running with you guys and growing and learning.
For sure. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I enjoy it. I enjoy it for many reasons. It's very beneficial in my life as an entrepreneur as well. And like you said, this team is full of bosses. They have their own thing going on. So I know I keep saying it, but again, to be a ringleader of bosses is even more strategic than someone who's just working for one lane. So if you are an entrepreneur, especially here in Indianapolis, we have a lot of beautiful businesses, especially in the Black community. We highlight all cultures. If you have a desire to do something with your business, and before it even is a business and you want to integrate it and get it, in the spotlight, Butter Magazine is a beautiful placement. Butter Magazine has a lot of reach and it's continuing to grow with its reach. So hop on while it's hot, like the stock market. We talked about Butter, right? But again, you wear many hats. And I spoke about how he involves pieces of himself, your testimony, and your works when it comes to music, right? Let's dive into that world just a little bit while we're on the same boat of art and entertainment. Just on the flip side, not too far down that lane, we have music. And, me and you both shared the desire for that as well, outside of what it is I share with you with Butter. So tell us how long you've been in the game when it comes to music.
I've been in the game for a very long time. As far as doing music, ever since I was a child, my brothers, they were rapping. So I was going to studios as a kid.
Shout out, brothers.
And just sitting there, like dancing to their music, entertaining their girlfriends and their friends. I was him. Later on, I grew up. My father bought me a computer. I downloaded the software. I had a desktop microphone, and I used to just make songs and poems. And they would have me perform them at church, family reunions, funerals, birthdays. I did all the little cool family things. You know what I mean? I used to rock funerals. I used to bring people to tears and have them clapping and happy because I'm a writer, so I would dig into whoever the person that it is that died and really tell about them in a graceful way. And so I never really took it serious. I went to college for different things, and I was, rapping and tapping and kicking it, but I never really took it serious. And then out of nowhere in 2018, I had a change of heart on what I wanted to do with my life. and I said this was always something that I loved doing. So I put my all into it. I stopped working and I became an entrepreneur a full time recording artist, and I haven't looked back since. So I want to say for about 6 years now, 7 years I've been an invested recording artist, meaning that I put money and time into it,
for sure.
and really try to plant myself um, and let people know this is what I do and who I am.
We love that. I'm gonna give that a bell because again, I'm an artist as well, and I take it very serious. And I know when someone else is taking it very serious, and then he definitely does take it very seriously. So I do love that. You actually had a project that recently just dropped in the last couple of weeks. What? Tell us about your new project, the name of it, how many songs you got on there, and also tell us your favorite record on the project.
Absolutely, absolutely. So before I tell you about that project, I got to tell you about my project that I singly have by myself that I push. I dropped the project on my birthday called Six Innings. It's 16 songs, Sweet 16. All the songs, I have maybe 7 features on it, all of them close buddies of mine. Crazy. Close buddies of mine. You know how you want to do songs with your friends.
I love that so much.
With this mixtape, that's what I was able to do and really keep that memory and that journey with them, share that with them.
For sure.
I appreciate all my features on Six Inning.
Shout out features.
My favorite song on Six Inning is Isolation right now.
Mm-hmm.
It changed with the day because I go off a vibe with my music and I love all my music. So different points and different energies and different moods. I might like a different song of mine. It might relate a little bit better. Might make me feel a little bit stronger in a sense,
you
know. And then the latest mixtape that I have out right now is with an artist named 2-3 Vibes. We did an EP.
Shout out 2-3 Vibes.
2-song EP where we just dropped 2 songs. We have more songs, but our vision for this is really getting the most out of these 2 songs to really provide the right rollout, so y'all can focus on these songs and not put the whole project out that you'll skip past. So we're taking our time.
Marketing.
Yep, for 3 months we're gonna drop 2 songs each month. And this EP is called Power. So Power Volume 1 is out right now. Shout out to 2-3 Vibes. Got 2 hot songs, Make It Count, Science.
Make It Count and Science.
Real vibe. Yeah.
Yes. I love your strategy behind your marketing. Again, it just shows how intentional and how much you take your craft seriously in that lane of music. And I heard you, talk about how your own music can make you feel away. And, I would say not a lot of people even listen to their own music once they get over that hump of going to the studio, getting it out of their head, getting on the record, listening to it in the car a couple times, showing family and friends, and after that, it's just like whatever it plays, it plays. But to hear you say, you actually listen to your music, you actually let your music inspire yourself, that's huge. And it shows a lot about yourself and how you view yourself and how you have self-respect. And just that statement alone. On the same coin, but on the opposite side, right? You get people who make comments like, oh, I love this song, I love this song. What does it look like for you? What is your most fan favorite song that you're almost like I like it, but like that one, it seems to be everybody's favorite, but it's not one of my favorites.
All my songs is my favorite song.
Look at it.
When somebody say they like the song, I'll be like, yeah, me too. It's hot, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? You feel me, baby? It's hot. Yeah. I'm like, usually I'll be like, I try to think of why they would like this song, and then I keep it in my head too, why they like this song, and try to feed to the fans that really tell me what songs they like, and try to make more music for them as well. In that genre or melodic tone or niche, whatever you want to call it. I try to feed my fans what I know that they like. A song that people like, I don't know. It is songs that people say they like, and I'll be like, really?
It happens to every artist.
That's crazy. You like that one out of all of them? I can't really. I don't really know. I know everybody's favorite song is Trap Talk. Trap Talk and Organization. I get a lot of love for those 2 songs.
Good songs, though.
Daddy. Yeah. Those songs I get a lot of attention from. They basically kind of put me out there, on the map, just with how I marketed and promoted those 3 songs. They reached. So yeah.
Yeah, listen, he loves all his music. That response, our response was needed. Seriously, I needed to hear that myself because I get that a lot. That's the reason why I asked you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why that song? But the fact that you take in what your fans give you and you intentionally go home and you make something called masterpieces to feed them with.
Yeah.
It just shows how not only are you serious about what you do for yourself, but for others. You understand it's bigger than yourself. And again, that's one of the biggest things that I've learned sitting next to being able to just be a spectator on what it is you do, is that you go big for so many people. Like you will put yourself left low to make other people's high. Like you do it through the magazine, right? We had the first edition with him on the cover. Outside of that, like the pages are really curated to give other people platform, and that's my whole initiative behind anything I do. And again, even the fight for life here, what you do, everything you do, it leaves a footprint and a fingerprint and an impact on people's lives. And we kind of chopped it up with Layman last time about how you will never understand how far your reach and your impact is on the seeds that you are scattering. Some people plant seeds in and out of season. I have not seen, since I've known you yet, a season where you're not scattering seed. I mean, just out here like a farmer, just sprinkling Chef Bay out here, just giving golden gems, whether that be in a podcast, or that be a simple conversation that me and you have on a personal. I just love how strong you are. I think the world deserves to not only see it, but to hear it. Because, again, this black man in this generation, in this culture, as an entrepreneur, believing in yourself 100% and believing in a boat full of other people trying to strive to do things similar to you in the midst of grieving, right? Because you mentioned losing your son. And I know that's not easy, and I really respect you, and I know a lot of people respect you because of your dedication in the midst of it. I don't know how you do it, but I literally tell him all the time, on days, I do lots of things. On days I'll be wanting to be burnt out and just not do nothing and just go home with my kids and just like cry sometimes. I'm like, nah, I've seen somebody who does it. Not did it, but does it. And you do it every day. And you do it to your best ability. And I would think he's an octopus because I don't know how he's doing it with just 2 hands, but you're definitely doing it. So that's a great thing. Let's talk about some other hats you wear. I'm not sure if you mentioned it here in the beginning, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because you was talking.
I know.
I had 3 ideas, and I'm like,
go ahead, you gotta stop me.
Can I get
you gotta stop me, because I get to rolling. You gotta stop me.
The interview is this ain't Marquez. I'm just talking. But shout out to, Layman. You know what I'm saying? My mindset is of a boxer. Just like this. This is training. As a boxer, it's an everyday thing. It's a mindset. And if your mind is not where it needs to be, you ain't able to focus and be creative. You're not able to focus and get to the next level. As a boxer, you're not just training your body, but you're training your mind.
For sure.
And so that's where it starts at. You know what I mean? My creativity, my endurance, my stability, it's all here. You know what I'm saying? It's a mental thing, and it's staying, healthy. You know what I mean? Like I was just telling you, I was about to go to a mental health thing. Yeah. Taking care of your mind and being at peace with yourself really helps you get to the next level. I train every single day. Every single day. You know what I mean? To be greater, to be the best me, to push myself.
Yeah.
I have things that I want to do, things that I need to do, and things that I have to do.
For sure.
And I make sure that I make the time to get that done, and that's training, that's practice, that's discipline.
Yeah.
And so, just like Lane, you know what I mean? You just don't stop, and you want to be the champion, and that's what I want to be. And so I don't never give up on what I'm doing. I go harder. I put more time in than everybody. I go to sleep after everybody. I wake up before everybody.
In real life.
I'm on time. I'm before everybody. I'm leaving after everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really strive to be better purposely. I want to be the best friend. I'm going to be a better friend to you. I'm going to be a better cousin to you. I'm going to be a better partner than you. I want to be the better. And I want to give people my best, not in a negative way, not in a competition, a friendly competition, but more so it makes me better to know that I'm exceeding at succeeding. You know what I'm saying? Really, when you're working with people, you know, you like, I hope they give me their best. I hope they show up for me. And I never want nobody to question working with me. I always want them to tell, you know what I'm saying, somebody like, hey, this man's a good businessman.
Sure. Yeah.
He's solid. He means what he says. He ain't gonna play games or run around. If he say he's doing it, he's gonna do it. I stand by my word because that's all I got. In a city, in a place where I didn't grow up and I don't know anybody, my image and my word stands and means everything. Yeah. So being consistent in that nature is what keeps me going, it keeps me booked, it keeps me meeting and working and growing with new people. You know? Yes. That's how I do it. So it's the mindset. You know, staying around good people, people that encourage you, uplift you, and kind of give you, you know, tell you the truth about yourself too. Like, you know?
Yeah, that's important.
Absolutely.
I love that response. I'm going to give you some bit dropping nuggets in the podcast, Mr. Layman.
It's you know, hey, the boxer mentality is everything. And if people understood that, you know, they'd be champions too.
See, that's why I'm glad you understand it, though. I'm glad you understand it because I have yet to explain it on the level and the intention that Layman describes it when he breaks it down, especially the initiative here for the Fight for Life, and the fact that you just brought up having the mental perspective of a boxer is exactly what he is teaching through everything that he is doing. And so I got to have you back in here with Mr. Brewster himself and his co-host, Jock, aka The Colonel. Shout out to them. Because I would love for them to kick it with you back and forth on what that mentality looks like from your perspective and his, and what you guys can share amongst each other in that. But I heard you mention, you know, you're always consistently trying to be better. And it made me think about better versus best. Best feels like a finalized destination. Better is a continuation of growth. And you broke that down so beautifully. And the slogan of Butter Magazine is Butter is better, baby. Okay? Butter is definitely better. So again, pieces of you in everything you do. Even on the outside looking in when people don't know where it's coming from. Because it sprouted from you as the founder, as the CEO, as the entrepreneur, and the face behind everything. It makes sense. And that's why I think it was important for me to be able to sit with you today and pick your brain here on camera. Because it's one thing to hear about someone, but to be able to see and hear from their own mouth is actually different. So it is key. It is key. I have much respect for you, Mr. Neptune, and everything that you're doing and all the impact that you're leaving within the city. Art of Unity, I was honored to be a part of that fest. That was a whole controversial day, and we can get into it all day. But I want to speak about the turnout, right? Because I know there was a lot of talk around it because it's around the same time as Sharice Fest, right? And, you know, for that to be a thing in Art of Unity, this was the fourth year?
This was the fifth year.
The fifth year of Art of Unity. And this year, I got to attend and be a part of it and perform. And I loved it. It was one of my favorite shows that I've done this year. And it was a lot of support, no violence. I mean, everyone on the same page. Everyone there to support all the other artists, not just themselves. Nobody came and just left, you know. People wanted to stick around. And, you know, to have that type of energy to captivate that crowd is always a plus as well. And it shows how well you're respected in the community. So, you know, hats off to that. If there's anything that you would want to tell people who are trying to become a CEO of something, trying to become an entrepreneur in this generation, in this culture, in this day and age, what would be the best advice to give, not even just a man, but anyone?
Just right off the top, quick responses. Start now. Just start now.
Start now.
Don't hesitate. You know, dive into who you want to be. Do your research. Become fundamental in it. You know what I mean? Enjoy the journey. Learn as you go and don't forget. You know, um, and then if I sit and think for a second, what would I tell them? I would tell them it's going to be extremely hard. There's going to be some days you feel alone. Nobody's going to be there to help you. Nobody going to be there to push you. It's going to be you that's going to have to push you. It's going to be your discipline, your mindset, your courage to get up again and go forward and keep applying yourself. That discipline into you is what's going to bring you to the next level. So don't stop believing in yourself. Don't stop believing in what you want to do with yourself and your dreams and your goals, and start now and do what you need to do.
Start now. Start now. You brought it full circle, right? Started and ended with start now. Definitely an important message. Don't delay, right? Don't procrastinate. The more you sit on what you got, the more squished it will become, you know? You got to get up and do something with it. I just wanted to say, like, look at his drip, you know? Look at him. He mentioned he's a model, right? So, you know, one thing about Neptune, if you don't know him, if you do, I mean, I don't have to say it, but
I'm going to put it on.
He going to put it on. He's not leaving the house without it on. And I just don't know how to do it because, listen, I'm MRK. I dress all day, but I only dress on MRK. He is always dressed tip-top. I love that. I do love that. Again, that's another thing I aspire to be in my own lane. Even me being me. So I love that.
You know, your image is everything.
It is.
That's how they see you first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I first walked in and I seen the two gentlemen that was here, I didn't know them. But immediately I judged them how they look. I'm like, okay, he look clean. Cool. Mm-hmm. Dang, oh man, he's sharp and he's smooth. Mm-hmm. Immediately you put what a person's image look like to them without knowing it. You know what I'm saying? Facial expressions, the way they carry themselves with the handshakes, women, voice tone, what they wearing. Yeah. It all play a role in who you are. And so I try to be as me as possible. You know, I'm really big on coordinating. I'm really big on materials. So I live on the edge. I might throw the stripes with polka dots. I might mix the garments that they supposed to mix together. It might be leather pants with something satin, you know what I'm saying? Satin shirts. You never know. Yeah. But I'm really good with blending and really creating me. I put the hats with the belts, with the shoes, you know what I'm saying? And just try to make it make sense, you know? I learned it from my mama, though. Shout out to my mama.
Shout out to OG. I know that's right. Shout out to OG.
She always put it on.
I promise, if I see me walking downtown from behind, I know exactly who it is. Like, that's how prominent his dressing style is. Much appreciation to the self-respect that you show yourself. Outside of just using your mouthpiece, because you got one, right? Let's talk about it, because you have this teaching spirit. And everything you do. I mean, is there a background in that, or is it something like, where does that inspiration come from for you to be so fluently, you know, educated to be able to educate others on things?
Well, I graduated high school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
One second.
You know what I'm saying? I graduated
That's
high
a big
school.
success nowadays.
I also went to college. You know, I did a lot of years in college. A lot of years in college. You know what I mean? I got a couple of degrees under my belt. You know what I mean? And then also I went on to be a teacher. You know what I mean? I went on to do accounting. I've done a lot. I've had a lot of high-end jobs where it took a lot of education to get through those doors. And in those jobs, I was training and teaching and doing different things because that was the level that I was on in each job. But, yeah, that's me going to school. I fell in love with school because we was told that you go to school, you're going to get money, you're going to be rich. You still got to figure it out. No matter what, you go to school, you still going to have to put it together like what you going to do with what you got from school. Yeah. And for so very long, I didn't know what I was doing. Until now. This is what I went to school for.
Come on, yeah.
If I didn't go to school, I would have never been here and to get to know where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So everything that I did was a stepping stone to bring me where I'm at. Me being a teacher, me being an accountant, me doing taxes. All of that stuff helped me in business. Yeah. Helped bring me, you know what I mean, more, just to know more on how to run a business and how to coordinate everything. So I appreciate my journey, and I love every bit of it because it made me who I am. You know what I mean? It taught me a lot of things to get me to where I am. You know
Thank
what I'm
God.
saying?
Yes. That's beautiful. Like, just overall, everything that you're doing is impactful. So thank you. That's where the teaching spirit came from, the background and all of that. So if you're in college, I don't care what you're doing. Don't feel like anything you're doing in the season you're at or in previous seasons wasn't enough or was a waste of time, because you see here in this testimony him having backgrounds and going to college, graduating high school, and doing certain things that he did, and his then career led to where he's doing now, which he wasn't imagining then. Like you said, he didn't know exactly what he was going to do with the information that he processed, but it was still information that he was able to process and turn into profit. And so, I mean, take that and run with it. I don't care what it is you're doing, what it is you're passionate at. If you have some experience in it, if there's any lessons that you digested in it, you can make it turn into something beautiful and profitable for you and probably many other generations.
It's a fight.
Yeah, it's a fight. Talk about it.
All of this is 12 rounds. It's 12 rounds in the ring.
Yeah.
It's your life. The opponent is life.
Come on.
The opponent you facing is life. You have to study it and know and study yourself and know how you are.
Yeah.
So when you get in that ring, you know how to show up against life.
I love
that. My trainer is God. You know what I mean? He gonna get me through and help me direct and order my steps. And so when I don't know where I'm at in life, don't know what I'm doing when I get in that ring, I resort to His Word. I come back in full circle and dial into myself. You know what I mean? A lot of times you fighting yourself. You your worst enemy. Self-sabotage is real. But understanding and growing and knowing yourself is what gets you through that fight every single day to get up, to do something that's not going to, you don't know if it's going to make you some money. You don't know if you're going to succeed. You don't know if people going to like it.
Right.
It's a fight.
It's a fight.
It's a fight.
It's a fight.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I've been blessed to win more rounds than lose. You know what I'm saying? And then get back in and fight again. You know what I'm saying? I get back in and I fight another day. I fight another day. I might lose 1,000,000 times, but I never give up. And that's the key. You keep going, keep going. Yeah.
Yes. I love how you full circle that all the way down to the whole initiative here that Layman has in the Layman Terms podcast is a fight for life. The fight for life. And you referencing your opponent being life, being yourself, keeps a mindset and a perspective to keep it personal too. Not worrying about what everyone else is saying, but studying your opponent, studying life from your perspective as being in the ring and going those rounds. But I love that you mentioned you won more than you lost, right?
That's
as long as you keep getting back up, you are winning.
I'm counting them wins, but I'm really, really counting them losses, because the losses is what makes me and what grows me. If I can understand how I lost, I can understand how to win.
For sure.
And so that's the mindset. Life has its uncertainties. Deaths in the family, relationships. It play a deep toll on you, and you go through these emotions, and it takes you away sometimes. And sometimes you gotta find yourself through these things, through these relationships, through these losses. And this is the fight. You know what I'm saying? That you have to constantly be in battle and be strong for not just you, but sometimes for people around you.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I constantly try to build people up, try to be there for people, because I know how it feels when ain't nobody there for me. And so I love to be that passion, that joy, that sponge that people can absorb, full of love and care and energy and support, and see them grow and see them blossom. That's the mindset that I have for always with everything I do. My brand is called Valid, and Valid means love. Valid means love. You know what I mean? Everything I do is surrounded around building unity, collaboration, helping, supporting, everything. getting close with you and learning how you are. Big with praying for me, positive impact and encouragement, motivation, how you articulate the word and just easily make people understand. That's help, you know what I'm saying, to the life that we live. You know what I'm saying? And so having good people, good friends around you that's going to coach, that's going to assist, that's going to be there.
For sure.
Is very, very important. You need the people in your corner when you're in the ring. I need the A-Marques in the corner when I'm in the ring. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like, here goes some water. Get back in there. Hey, make sure you duck. You watch out for this. Yeah. And in real life, it's, hey, do right. Yeah. I live, my mindset is do right to others. Just be a good person. Be kind and take care of your kids. That's what I believe in. Those three things, like, be good to others, be good, be a good person, be kind, and take care of your kids. And I feel like you're going to live a great life. You're going to see a lot of blessings. You're going to see a lot of things. You're going to be good. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I don't have anything bad to say about what you said or any disagreement. Loving will get you far. And that right there, love is just full of so many qualities other than what it is. Love is a multitude of things, and you definitely show that in who you are as a person. You talked about the mindset of a fighter. You broke down what it looks like, the opponent, who you are as the fighter. You talked about who's in your corner and the mindset of people who are in your corner. You definitely drew this big picture back to this fight for life, and I really appreciate that because you did it very strong, very simply. Shout out again to 2-3 Vibes and Nikki for dropping these 2 songs a month. And you guys stay up to date on that. That's huge, very strategic. I'm going to go listen to them after this. Like, shame on me. But I'm definitely going to stay up to date with all those things that you have going on. You guys do not forget, we have the debut of the ceremony for Buttered Edition for Sunday, and your girl is hosting, okay? I'm hosting and I'm performing.
That's a combo,
I'm in the building. I'm really excited. I'm excited for it. I cannot wait. I got my outfit picked out. I already know he's going to outdo me with his fashion, right? We kind of be head to head sometimes, but I'm not kind of like that. You bomb. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to compete with Nikki. He already won prizes and all this different stuff for his fashion.
Male fashion of the year. I did win best dress of the year. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tina Washington and the She for giving me that honor.
Shout out She
I also won Father of the Year this year.
He did win Father of the Year this year. Definitely well deserved.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out to them who gave me that honor as well. I also won. No, I'm just playing.
Because you're scoring. We're not going to get to it.
Just know, follow me on all social platforms. Google me, Nikki Neptune. It's a blessing to be here. Thank you. Shout out to Layman and Layman Terms. Shout out to the people in the back running the show. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Thank y'all. You know what I mean? We out here. Thank you. Love. And Butters is better.
I want you to do the last phone.
Hold on. I wanted to do this the whole time. Yes, sir. The champ is here. That was